What's up, everybody? Welcome to some blue-red Kiki-Jiki. Twinless twin, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're trying to keep the twin torch burning by playing Kiki-Jiki in place of Splinter Twin. But let's start off with the combo if you don't know about Splinter Twin. So, what this deck revolves around is getting down a creature like Deceiver, Exarch, or Pestermite. So both of these creatures have an enter the battlefield trigger of untap target permanent. They also have flash, which is something to note. Pestermite has flash when it enters the battlefield. You may tap or untap target permanent. So we get down Deceiver Exarch on the battlefield, or we get Pestermite on the battlefield, get down Kiki-Jiki. We make a copy of the Pestermite, it enters the battlefield. We untap target permanent, untap Kiki-Jiki. So then we tap Kiki-Jiki, make a copy of Pestermite, and then you just rinse and repeat, and you make an infinite amount of tokens. Not infinite, you have to name a number, but you name some sort of number that at least grants you lethal. Maybe playing around a random Rakdos charm. But other than that, you're going to be able to get those 2 creature cards down and win the game through a combat step swinging in. So that's the main core of the deck. Outside of the actual combo itself, running just a lot of nice little value spells. Now, as far as the combo itself, we have 3 Kiki-Jikis, 3 Deceivers, and 3 Pestermites. That's going to be the combo. There will be some matches where you can simply just back off Kiki-Jiki a little bit and kind of go down on your Pestermites and kind of side in a little bit more kind of a mid-range style deck. But at its core, we're looking at 9 cards around the combo. Supporting the combo, we're running 2 Cryptic Commands. Works really well with Snapcaster. Let's say we need to kind of fog our opponent out. You know, working towards 5 mana anyway, so getting to 6 and having Snapcaster Cryptic Command online is not that crazy. We're also running some nice little value spells in here, stuff like Electrolyze, deal 2 damage to target creature or player, draw a card. We're just looking to kind of keep that tempo going, keep the card draw flowing. We're also running Peak. This is a really good way. If Gitaxian Probe was still legal, we'd probably run Gitaxian Probe. So we're actually running Peak in place of that. Look at target player's hand, then draw a card. We're also running Jace. I draw a card, then discard a card. It's a really good way for us to kind of loot to find one of our combo pieces, or it's going to eat a piece of removal. Let's say we're playing against Path to Exile. They're going to get rid of Jace, get it off the battlefield just because of the value, and allow us to get ahead on lands, or it's going to eat a Fatal Push or some other sort of abrupt decay that would normally be safe for Deceiver or Pestermite. So Jace is really good in the deck, and then also it just kind of lends well to the value style deck, to where if we can't get the combo through, we're just really going Snapcaster Bolts to kind of help kind of close it out. One of the card draws that we're running in here would be Is It Charm. You know, I'm on the fence about this card. I've enjoyed it in my playtesting so far. Maybe you could swap it out for something else, but it's a nice little utility card. Counter target non-creature spell unless they pay 2 damage target creature, then draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. So it's a really good way to, let's say that you kept a suspect hand, you know, you have at least 3 lands and just maybe a Serum Vision, a couple Lightning Bolts. Is It Charm is going to allow you at instant speed to kind of protect you, but at the same time you can draw those 2 cards and discard them and kind of get to your combo a little bit quicker. Nice little full play set of Lightning Bolts. Anything else we kind of need to highlight in the main deck. That's it. We're also running Nimble Obstructionist. This is kind of one of those cards that allows us to maybe randomly catch some sort of land. Let's say we just want to keep them off that 4th or 5th mana. We can cycle the Nimblest to kind of counter the activated ability of them searching a land, or we can simply just flash it in and go 3-1 beat sticks in the air flying. Same thing with Pestermite. So there will be plenty of games to where you can't find Kiki-Jiki and you just kind of go Deceiver and Pestermite tempo, where you're tapping your opponent's land during their upkeep and start swinging in with, you know, 5 points of damage in the air. That's a nice little clock, especially when you kind of back it up with stuff like Lightning Bolt and Snapcaster. Now, out of the sideboard, it's going to completely depend on your meta. This is a pretty standard sideboard. We are running 1 Stomping Ground in here. That way we can just kind of side in a playset of Tarmogoyfs if we want to. Kind of backing up the Jaces and the Is It Charms, kind of put that in. It kind of helps us accelerate a nice little kind of mid-range style game plan. I did try like Young Pyromancer, like 3 copies of that and a couple other creatures in here to kind of go blue-red mid-range, but I found just running Tarmogoyf, a playset of Tarmogoyfs in the sideboard, splashing for Stomping Ground was kind of a little bit enough to kind of give us a nice little clock on the battlefield. If you do not have a playset of Tarmogoyfs, it's not completely crucial to this deck. This is just really more of kind of like a little bit of a surprise coming out of the sideboard. It's kind of fun to run a little bit of surprise out of a deck like this. So if you don't have a playset of Tarmogoyfs, you have most of your old blue-red twin deck, you can kind of sleeve it up and just throw in whatever you want. You can go, if you want to go heavy spell skies, you can. So whatever you want to do. It almost does kind of serve the role of a spell sky because it's going to eat whatever sort of removal gets on the battlefield that they'd be saving for one of your combo pieces. So either way, however you want to break it down. We're also running 2 Dispels, 2 Negates, 2 Anger of the Gods. You know, we're playing the late game. Our game doesn't really get going to about turn 4, turn 5. So running stuff like Anger of the Gods is a good way for us to kind of clear the board up and kind of allow you to get to the late game to where you can flash in your combo pieces, kind of combo out from there. Other than that, that's the deck in a nutshell. It's pretty much just kind of like the old twin, blue-red twin style deck, where you're running a tempo style deck, and if the combo is not good, you can kind of side, or you at least kind of side out part of the combo and bring in a little bit more utility creatures to kind of help accelerate your game plan. But that's going to be it for the deck tech. I have some nice little gameplay videos rolling out for you this week. Sorry about that, kind of stumbled at the end right there. But yeah, have some nice gameplay videos rolling out, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.